food on your plate wasn't made with love or care. It was quickly made with stress and hate by a cook either swearing at somebody or being sworn at. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. If you've ever seen the movie Waiting. Hey everybody, welcome back. Today, we're doing some more industry secrets that businesses don't want you to know. Who doesn't love a good secret? I love secrets. You guys want to know a secret?
I love you.
It's not a secret. Wearing gloves in kitchens is a goddamn lie. They don't offer any sort of protection. They're actually more prone to spreading germs and filth because people don't wash them between touching different kinds of foods. They exist to give the illusion of safety and professionalism. As someone who's worked in kitchens, I'd much rather see a cook wash their hands than throw a latex glove on. Well, I would agree with you there, except for the fact that a lot of places have like disposable gloves, like new gloves for every single customer. Like if you go and get a burrito or whatever, or like you go to Subway and then they put on a new pair of gloves every time that there's a new customer.
And a new sandwich.
Yeah, I haven't paid too close of attention when looking at like a restaurant kitchen because it's not right in front of me. It's usually in the back. But good to know. It's another reason why you gotta wash your masks. You gotta wash your masks, you gotta wash your phone, because the minute that you use your hand sanitizer, you go in the store, the minute you touch your phone, which you do, you usually touch your phone when you're like in a store, you got germs all over your in there. Okay? Wash your masks, clean your phones. I work with kids at a daycare and we see babies take their first steps sometimes, but we never tell the parents because we don't want them to feel bad about missing it. Oh, that's sweet. That's a good secret to keep. That's good. You better not tell me. You better not tell me I missed my baby's first steps. I'm gonna come for you. No, I won't. I actually won't. But still, it might be a little bit heartbreaking to know that you weren't there for it. I'm just going to say it. Kellogg's Frosted Flakes and store brand generic Frosted Flakes are exactly the same. Source, myself, I worked in the packing factory and changed the boxes all the time. Oh. Yeah, for sure. That actually makes sense. You know, like generic brand, like stuff that you can get like President's Choice or something. I don't know if you have President's Choice outside of Canada, but a lot of those things are made in the exact same factory as the name brand. They just put a different label or bottle on it. This isn't true across the board, but it'll save you a couple dollars, especially with Frosted Flakes. Corporate safety culture is not about protecting you from injury. It's about protecting the company from a lawsuit after you get injured. Yes, absolutely true. And HR, I think I learned this in my last video that I did on this. HR isn't really there to protect the employees. It's there to protect the company. They have the company's best interests in mind. Little tidbit for ya. When businesses like Taco Bell, PetSmart, or others ask you to round up to donate for a cause, it's 100% for the tax write-off they receive. They are allowed to donate money and pay less taxes. Instead of paying from their overall sales and profits, they con customers to pay extra to do it for them. This leaves their overall sales intact while increasing their yearly profit by paying less in taxes. If you want to donate, just do it yourself and give more than a buck. Yeah. And there was a lot of this going around, like this actually doesn't surprise me. And there was a lot of this going around even now, you know, like with everything going on and stuff. Yeah, it's a way to get you to feel like you're spending your money wisely and it's going toward a good cause. But I mean, it's also a marketing ploy. You're more likely to choose a brand that's actually putting money toward a charity as opposed to a brand that isn't. It makes you feel good about yourself. I mean, yeah, what this person said, if you want to donate to a charity, do it yourself. You don't have to buy something and give money to a company in order to donate something. Olive oil. I work at an olive oil bottling plant in Rome, New York. We had only one oil, but put it in 27 different packages that sold at different prices. Some of the bottles claim to be aged and imported, some claim to be virgin, others extra virgin, some cold pressed. One brand sold for $30 for 12 ounces, where another sold for 120 ounces for $12. All the exact same oil. What? But I'm always buying extra virgin. You're telling me that it makes no difference? I feel lied to. I'm upset. Nothing about The Voice, American Idol, etc. is real. Your votes don't matter. Everything is predetermined. In some cases, they even choose your audition song for you. And if they want to tear you down for entertainment, they'll choose something they know you can't sing. And with the contract artist sign, you cannot refuse. That's horrible. Source was a professional musician. I have not been on those shows, but I have friends who have. I cannot name names. Them even telling me that stuff was against contract legalities. Well, I mean, yeah, that makes a lot of sense because it makes good TV, you know? Like, Half the fun of watching those shows is like making fun of the people that are so bad at singing and can't hit the high notes, or it's not in their key or something like that. And then, you know, they keep you reeled in by perfectly positioning someone that's amazing, that blows everybody away. You know, they probably pick someone based on, you know, whether they think they've got a marketable look or a marketable sound. Ugh. Funeral homes are businesses, and funeral directors will absolutely take advantage of grieving people. The most offensive to me are the cremation boxes. They're just big cardboard boxes and should cost less than $100, but they also make really expensive boxes. And directors will say things like, "Grandma will be more comfortable in this." No, she won't, because she is dead. Some of these boxes reach $1,000 and of course are all just burned. Yeah, I guess it all just goes in this, it all looks the same when it comes out anyway, isn't it? That's dark. Jeez. This one is a little trivial compared to other ones in here, but wine isn't vegan. It's not even vegetarian in some cases. The fining process uses egg whites and sometimes isinglass, fish parts. When I worked in a tasting room, people would come to me and be like, "I'm vegan, but thank God I can still have wine, am I right?" And I wanted to tell them that they weren't right, but I also wanted to sell them wine. Wait, I'm gonna look this up. Because I think I'm gonna trigger some vegans. If I take away your wine from you, I feel like you're gonna be upset. All right, so is wine vegan? Yeah. Discovering vegan wine, what isn't all wine vegan? Yeah, this, according to this article. So I think you'd have to actually go and buy actual vegan wine. A protein derived from animal hides and bones, gelatin, can be used on both red and white wines. Oh, that's according to Wine Magazine. Wine is neither vegetarian nor vegan. All right, guys, you can look it up for yourself. Sorry to upset you, but I'm just saying. I feel sorry for you. I love me some wine. The clothes you find in an outlet, more often than not, are not cast-offs or overages from the regular store. That's a whole separate entity that designs and produces clothes at a lesser quality for outlet prices. Interesting. Very interesting. I guess you're trying to reach a different demographic, right? Because, I mean, certain people probably go to those outlet stores and they probably still want to own, you know, fancy brands and stuff. Good to know. Next time I go to an outlet sale, or don't go to an outlet sale. Yeah, come to think of it, I did go to an outlet sale recently and I didn't really find anything that great, but it was also kind of picked over, so I'll keep my money, thanks. Starbucks corporate makes us have those recycling bins in the lobby to present this green image, but most of the time all the garbage ends up going to the dump anyway because the facility doesn't have recycling. I hear this is true for a lot, not just Starbucks though, like even just like those garbage cans that have recycling, I guess, sections. I'm sorry, I just had a brain fart. I mean, how are you supposed to know if it's actually going to recycling, you know? I guess you just trust that they put it in there. I don't know that this is a secret, but flight attendants and pilots don't get paid while boarding, deplaning, and delays. So when you're delayed and angry, so are we. We're not making money and still have to be there. That's horrible. Oh goodness. Sometimes there's flights that are delayed for like hours. You're just sitting on the tarmac for like, okay, so if there's any flight attendants, please let me know if this is true down below in the comments. Like, yeah, that's upsetting. That's super upsetting. So you guys gotta put up with a and not even get paid for it? I'm sorry. Animator here. It's coming more and more to light lately, but big animation studios and game companies treat their employees like crap and pay them barely anything and expect them to work hard because of the love for the job. And they can get away with that because there are hundreds of thousands of other creatives who would be more than happy to deal with all the BS just for a chance to work at AAA studio. Really, it's not just animation though. The entire entertainment industry is this way. Yeah, 100%. 100% can attest to this. For sure. No, this is definitely true. It's true for artists across the board, you know? It's just a part of the job. That's why it's good to go out on your own, if you know what I'm saying. If you're rude to a Starbucks barista, most of the time we'll just decaffeinate your drink. That's horrible! Really? All right, I'm gonna need some people to back up this claim in the comments. I work in the wedding industry. Every single service you purchase for your wedding has a marked up price because we know you're going to spend it. 100%. I do know this, definitely. Wedding photographers and videographers do this a lot. Truth be told though, it is actually really hard to shoot a wedding. I mean, you do get a good quality most of the time if you do pay ample for that. For a wedding, it's kind of just this thing where people are expecting to spend like $100,000 on a wedding, so they pay it. It's all right, daddy will get it. Other academics will steal your work for themselves and publish it under their name. That's just evil. Who was it that said good artists borrow, great artists steal? It was Pablo Picasso, but he didn't actually say that. It was lesser artists borrow, great artists steal. Take from that what you will. I worked for a movie theater. A large bag of popcorn that cost the customer $5.99 at the time cost the movie theater 6 cents to produce, including the butter, the kernels, the bag, the power used by the popper, and the time it took the concession employee to fill up the bag and give it to the customer. And this is why I never get popcorn at the movie theater. Ever. Even the candy's marked up. Like, what? Don't do it. Just don't buy food at the movie theater. Just sneak it in your coat. You put it in your boobs. Stuff your bra with it, you know? Get some milk duds and stick it in your bra. Or your pants. The official policy for customer dissatisfaction at a particular Canadian coffee franchise I worked at was offer them free stuff until they stop complaining. I think I know who this is. I think I know what franchise this is. But maybe this is why they have Karens, because this is just a policy in so many places across the board. Just give them free until they leave you alone. All right, guys, that was part 2 of industry secrets businesses don't want you to know. Be sure to check out part 1 if you haven't already. And let me know in the comments if there's any secrets you'd be wanting to spill, you know, nice little tea that you want to throw my way. You don't throw tea, but you know what I mean. Anyways,